Vint with the shot, slides into the arm of Guarino for Sage Hen goal. 6 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter, all tied up at 1.
Strong shot on the left-hander's flat by Steven Vint, number 3 for the Sage Hens. Wraps around his defender, Josh Stedman, trying to blow past him on the counterattack and sneaks it past number 1, Caleb Guarino, getting the Sage Hens 1 goal. Air Force on the after goal. Caleb Guarino holding the ball, looking to set up an Air Force offense. Andrew Hamilton mixing it up in set. Ball passed down to Josh Stedman, foul. The ball is put back to the point of the foul. Stedman gets himself live, stays at the point and fakes with Don Vecino on the right-handed flat. Sets the ball into Andrew Hamilton, stolen away. Sage Hens on the counterattack.
Hill with the ball for the Sage Hens, looking for an outlet pass. Throws up the right side of the pool to Vint. Vint advancing the ball. Looking for an outlet pass. Finds Hardman. Hardman working. Crosses to Higgins. Higgins draws the ordinary foul, looking for the entry pass. Passes to Baker. Baker looking. Clock winding down. Baker dumps the ball. Air Force will recover the ball. Guarino picking the ball up for the Falcons. Falcons on the attack. Guarino throws the outlet to Stedman. Stedman advancing the ball up the pool, looking for Hamilton in 2 meters. Down to Rogers. Rogers attacking in. Takes the shot. Rogers scores. Number 23, Ben Rogers. 5 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first quarter. A great goal. Cross cage under the arms of goalies Tyler Hill. Great shot, great placement. Good execution by the Falcons on offense. Score is Air Force 2, Pomona Pitzer 1.
The Sage Hens have enough people down on defense on that last goal by Air Force, but number 13, Clayton Hardman, was looking to drop back, gave a little too much room for that goal by Air Force. Falcons setting up for defense in an after goal with Zach Kamai guarding center. Ball gets forwarded up by number 17, Travis Larson. Air Force in a full court press. Foul at 2 meters. Outside, 2 meters, ejection foul. Number 16, Zach Kamai put out. Pomona, 22nd man advantage. Pomona works the ball around. Faking into the goalie, fake, down to the left-hander's wing. Ball goes back up inside the post. Shot and goal by number 19, Neil Forsythe.
Air Force did not do a very good job handling the ball movement by Pomona on their man-up advantage. Pomona ran a basic shift and the Air Force was unable to answer. Easy goal, easy shot for number 19, Neil Forsythe. Puts the score at 2-2 with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left. Air Force on the attack now with Guarino with the ball, looking for an outlet pass. Junior, number 3, Petar Jakovic, working in 2 meters, looking to get the ball. Exclusion drawn by number 16, Zach Kamai. Catches the ball from freshman Robbie Stiefel. Air Force goal, number 16, Zach Kamai. 4:25 remaining in the first period. Air Force 3, Pomona 2. Great job on Kamai, shaking off that drawn ejection that he had down at the, or getting the ejection that when he was ejected on the other end of the pool. Drawing an exclusion, getting a goal, helping the team out. Way to shake it off.
Sage Hens push it up the pool. Ball's at point with number 17, Travis Larson. Sees it down to the right-hander's wing, number 12, James Baker. Air Force in drop. Ball gets turned around to number 19, Neil Forsythe, looking to get another goal here on offense. Ball gets crossed to the other side. Right-hander shot. Shot off the crossbar. Caleb Guarino makes a save. Air Force on the counterattack. Guarino looking for an outlet pass. Passes it up the left side of the pool to junior Petar Jakovic. Looking to the right, he sees Kevin Womack making a strong move inside. Shot Kevin Womack off the crossbar. Ball controlled by number 1, Tyler Hill. Sage Hens on the counterattack.
Hill throws the ball up the pool. Tommy Turner with the ball on the right side of the pool, advancing, looking for someone to pass to. Crosses over to Larson. Larson looking for his 2-meter man. Throws to Higgins. Higgins draws the ordinary. Lanker working in 2 meters. Ejection, number 22, Andy Santala, getting a little too physical in there with guarding Nick Lanker. Pomona with the 22nd man advantage. Ball goes to Forsyth. Forsyth to Higgins. Higgins to Baker. Baker with the shot, goes wide of the cage. Falcons possession. Air Force on the attack. Carino throws the ball up the pool to Kamai on the right side. Kamai pushing the ball up the pool. Air Force will be up on this possession. Kamai looking to shoot, faking, takes the shot and blocked. Lots of whistles going on here. The shot deflected by Kamai. The goalie was able to get his elbow. Exclusion called on number 21, Landon Carr. He got tangled up with Ryan Higgins after the shot was taken. Timeout called by Pomona Pitzer with 2:52 remaining in the first period. Score is Air Force 3, Pomona 2.
Off the shot of the Sageheads bait, Zach Kamai blew through his man trying to get on the counterattack. The ball was forwarded up by Caleb Guarino. He pushed the ball up strong, but couldn't finish through. Number 1, Tyler Hill on the Sagehens in the goal.
It seemed like Kamai actually just got a little too close to the goal there. He was in good position, but walked in a little too close, spent a little too long faking with the ball, was unable to get the shot off successfully.
Absolutely. He had time. He also had the distance and could have put the shot away outside of the 2 meters. Once he brought in the 2-meter line, the defender and the goalie both had him sandwiched. He didn't have much of a choice but to shoot a little bit earlier.
Pomona looking to capitalize on this man-up opportunity. Air Force puts their starting line back in defensively, looking to get a big stop here, prevent the tied-up ball game. Ball will start at Tyler Hill. Pomona has 20 seconds of man-up opportunity here. In the box for the Falcons is number 9, Brad Duncan. Ball at the left-hander's wing. Up to the top. Dylan O'Connell with the ball. Throws to Vint. Vint attacking in. Vint to Hardman. Hardman to O'Connell. O'Connell to Higgins. Higgins throws the ball down. Ball goes long. Pass intended for number 18, Philip Clayman. Ball goes out of bounds. Air Force on the attack. Guarino with the ball for the Falcons. Looking for an outlet pass. Guarino has Hamilton on the left side of the pool. Hamilton with the ball. Hamilton looking. Crosses to Duncan. Duncan to Vicino. Vicino into Quinlan. And there's too much traffic there. Pomona steal, number 5, Jarrett Gout. Pomona on the attack.
Sagehens couldn't capitalize, but see if they can bring the ball down off to this counterattack and get another goal. Ball's pushed up the pool on the left-hand side by number 13, Clayton Hardman. Hardman swings the ball up to point. Faking in, looking for center. Strong move by center. Ball under. Great defense by number 9, Brad Duncan. Air Force on the counterattack.
Great job defensively by junior Brad Duncan. Pass went long and he was able to control it, get that ball under for an offensive turnover. Falcons on the attack.
Air Force up on the counterattack. Ball forwarded into the middle. Another great stop by number 1, Tyler Hill for Pomona. Puts the Sagehens back on another counterattack. Air Force looking at a lot of opportunities but not capitalizing. Looking back in the set, ball's entered. Number 9, Brad Duncan, doesn't have any choice but to take a foul. Pomona on the man-up advantage. Pomona looking to set up as Air Force gets into their defense as a man down. Ball's forwarded, brought around to the right-hander side. Number 8, Ryan Higgins, gets a goal for Sagehens.
Air Force having a difficult time sorting out their situation defensively. Duncan was left out to dry after Hamilton was kind of lost in the play. Ball went in behind him. Duncan was forced to take the kick out to prevent the probable goal. And then on the 6-on-5, it just looked like they were a little confused, a little behind where the ball was going. Sagehens with the easy goal. Ties the game up at 3 with 1:11 remaining in the first quarter. Air Force starts with the ball. Guarino will take it while the Air Force runs their after-goal play. Guarino looking for an outlet pass. Quinlan driving across. Ball goes to Vicino. Vicino looking for Quinlan. Ball goes to Stedman. Stedman makes the turn. Makes a great move, turns number 9, Tommy Turner, with the lob shot over the head of goalie Tyler Hill. Air Force goal, number 15, Josh Stedman. Puts the Falcons back up by 1 with 49 seconds to go. Air Force 4, Pomona 3. Great move, great finish by number 15, Stedman, the returning All-American from the 2012 WWPA Championship season. Really stepping up as a leader, really proving to be the spark that the team needs.
Sage Hens regrouping and looking to get a goal in their after-goal offense. Ball's brought up court by number 17, sitting at point. Looking for center, number 11, Nick Lanker. Mixing up in there with Ben Rogers. Ball put down to the left-hander side, still looking for Lanker in set. Ball's back up to the point. Sage Hens really looking for set as the clock winds down. Shot from the outside off the crossbar. Guarino controls the ball. Air Force on the counterattack. Ball's forward up the left-hander side with sophomore Landon Carr. Ball crossed, number 3, Petar Djokovic fakes it in, gets it back to point at Ben Rogers. Ben draws a foul up top. Quick pass and a shot by Landon Carr, but it's blocked and controlled by the goalie. As number 1, Tyler Hill, ends the quarter with a shot. The score is 4-3, end of the first period.
Great effort by both teams in this first quarter. Both teams came out with intensity. Both teams playing well, generating a lot of offensive opportunities. Just both teams having a little bit of trouble finishing their shots. Getting ready to start the second quarter here in the WWPA conference matchup between the Pomona-Pitzer Sage Hens and the Air Force Falcons. Falcons currently leading 4-3 at the end of the first period. In the water for the Sage Hens, we have number 3, Stephen Vince, number 15, Robert Chu, number 18, Philip Clayman, goalie number 1, Tyler Hill. Into sprint for the Sage Hens, sprinting for the Falcons is freshman number 6, Robbie Stiefel. And sprinting for the Sage Hens is number 18, Philip Clayman. Second quarter underway. Sprint controlled by Stiefel. Stiefel passes the ball back to Djokovic. Djokovic over to Rogers. Rogers looking to hold the ball while Air Force sets up on offense. Rogers to Carr. Carr draws the ordinary, looking for Womack. Enters the ball to Womack. Womack with the turn. and loses the handle on the ball. Runs into some traffic. Pomona steal. Number 1, goalie Tyler Hill. Hill with the ball. Sagehens on the attack. Hill outlets the ball to Hardman. Hardman moving the ball up the right side of the pool. Clayman working in 2 meters, being guarded by number 3, Petar Jakovic. Clayman gets the shot off. Blocked by number 1, Caleb Guarino. Air Force on the attack.
Guarino controls the ball, looking for an outlet pass. Air Force up on the left-hander side. Gets it to Landon Carr. Landon pushes the ball up court. Working inside set. Shot, fake, and a shot. It goes clear outside. Tyler Hill with the ball, and Sagehens on the counterattack. Sagehens looking to set up on offense. Try to tie it up here in the second quarter. Ball gets forwarded up to number 13, Clayton Hardman. He brings it up the left-hander side of the pool. Spin move inside. Ben Rogers able to control. Steal by Caleb Guarino. He comes up with the ball for Air Force Falcons. Falcons man up, advantage on the counterattack. Ball gets forwarded up to Landon Carr. Let's see if they can capitalize. Ball push up the left-hander side of the pool. Landon Carr, fake, gets over to Kevin Womack. Ball goes to point. Ben Rogers, 2 hats near him. Ben up top, gets himself live with Kevin Womack. Faking in, gets it set into Petar Jakovic. Jakovic mishandles the ball on the backhand, and goalie Tyler Hill holds it for the Sagehens.
Good entry pass, good look. Jakovic just lost the handle on it. I mean, he made a great move, but just couldn't come up with it. Sagehens with possession of the ball. Hill outlets up the right side of the pool, throws to number 3, Stephen Vint. Vint crosses to Clayman. Clayman looking. Clayman throws to Hardman. Hardman back to Vint. Vint, the lefty, always he has 1 goal for the day. Takes the shot, ricochets off the crossbar. Pomona retains possession. That's number 5, Jared Gout with the ball. Gout throws up to Clayman. Clayman with the ball, looking. Hardman with the drive. Guarino comes out of the cage, looking to help with that drive. Ball back to Clayman. Clayman looking, enters the ball to Hardman. Santala playing good defense. Ordinary foul called. Ball thrown out to Chu. Chu back into Hardman. Hardman with the shot. Ricocheted off the post. Recovered by number 1, Caleb Guarino. Air Force on the attack. Guarino with a great outlet pass to Robbie Stiefel. Stiefel with the quick entry to Womack. Ball is knocked away by defender number 5, Jared Gout. Sagehens on the attack. Pomona goalie Tyler Hill with the outlet pass. Throws to number 8, Ryan Higgins. Higgins looking, good defensive switch. Womack and Jakovic sorting out defensively. Ball over to Vint. Vint attacking in, fires the shot. Again, bounced off the post. Recovered by Jakovic, thrown to Guarino. Air Force on the attack. Both teams looking a little slow. They've gone up and down the pool several times now that we are 4 minutes and 57 seconds into this quarter. No breaks thus far in the quarter. Stiefel to Carr. Carr over to Womack. Womack looking, draws the ordinary. Womack picks the ball up, fakes the shot, throws to Rogers, drives in. Rogers with the shot. Rogers' shot goes off the post, recovered by goalie number 1, Tyler Hill. Sagehens on the attack.
Sagehens have man advantage on the counterattack. Ball gets brought up on the right-hand side of the pool. Number 18, fake. Guarino up big, makes a big save for the Air Force Falcons. That's a huge save for Air Force. Gets his defenders a little more wind in their lungs as the Sagehens set up for another offensive series. Ball gets put up top. At number 8, Ryan Higgins draws an ordinary foul. Ball gets put in the left-hander side. Number 15, Robert Chu, down to number 3, Stephen Vint, faking in. Ball goes back up to number 15. Coming in up at the point, top, hands up by Air Force, looking to block any shots. Great shot by number 3, Stephen Vint, getting around his man, sneaking it past number 1, Caleb Guarino in goal. Line change by both teams winded with those lineups.
Great shot by the lefty, Stephen Vint. Was able to fake ball, move his defender, get the defender diving one way, brought the shot back inside, was able to beat Guarino cross cage. Great shot, ties the game up at 4 with 4:07 remaining in the second period. Line change for the Falcons. Starters are back in. Garino with the ball as Air Force looks to set up on offense. Kamai driving across. Garino throws to Vicino. Vicino down to Duncan. Duncan looking for the entry pass, walking it in. Takes the shot, tipped out of bounds by shot blocker number 12, James Baker. Pomona on the attack. Hill outlets the ball to O'Connell. O'Connell pushing the ball up the pool. Johnson guarding 2 meters for the Falcons. Number 11, Nick Lanker, working in 2 meters for the Sage Hens. Larson with the ball. Tacking in, takes the shot. Skips out of bounds. Air Force on the attack. Garino with the ball. Garino with the outlet pass to Vicino. Falcons pushing a strong counterattack right now. Vicino with the ball, looking for the outlet pass. Vicino with the ball, bounces off the top bar. Knocks out of bounds. Sage Hens with the ball. Pomona on the attack. Ball with number 1, Tyler Hill, the goalie for the Sage Hens. Hill makes the outlet pass, throws to Baker. Baker to O'Connell. O'Connell to Turner. Turner pushing the ball up, looking for his 2-meter man. Hamilton doing a great job guarding in 2 meters. Ball down to Larson. Larson with the ball, shot clock running down. Larson throws up the lob shot, blocked by Guarino, controlled. Air Force on the attack.
Vicino up the left-hander side of the pool, looking to get a goal for the Falcons, put them back up by 1. Vicino walks the ball in, sets the ball. Number 3 draws the ejection foul. Number 16, Zach Kamaya, puts Air Force on a man-up advantage. Ball controlled by number 15, Josh Stedman up the top. On the other side is Brad Duncan up top with him. Fellow senior goes down to Jance Johnson on the 1 spot. Ball back up to Josh Stedman, then to Brad Duncan. Back to the 1 at Johnson. Good ball movement by Air Force and this man-up advantage. Shot. Field block hits the crossbar. Now 30 new seconds for Air Force. Both teams at full strength. Stedman controls the ball, sets the ball back into Andrew Hamilton. Offensive foul, moving his defender's arm out of the way. Ball controlled by number 1, Tyler Hill on the Sage Hens counterattack. Pushes the ball up the pool. Left-hander side. Sage Hens looking to capitalize. Ball forwarded down to number 17, right-hander spot. Great block by Caleb Guarino. He's really having a game here. Good control. Great saves.
Pomona putting up very good shots this afternoon, but Guarino's having none of it. He's had some amazing blocks, including the block on the 1 on nobody that kept the Falcons up by 1 on the counterattack, where they were significantly beat. Falcons on the attack. Stedman with the ball. Stedman has 2 options on the inside. Both Kamaya and Hamilton working on the posts. Vicino with the ball. Faking. Works to Duncan. Duncan working with Vicino. Shot clock winding down. Vicino takes a shot. Bounces off the bar. Pomona with possession. Sage Hens on the attack. 1 minute, 7 seconds to go in the half. Ball is thrown down to Forsyth. Offensive foul called in 2 meters. Called on number 9, Tommy Turner. Turner looking to gain an offensive advantage by pulling defender Josh Stedman over his head. Offensive foul, Falcons on the attack. Kamai throws the ball all the way across the pool to Hamilton. Hamilton looking, throws to Vicino. Vicino with the shot, tipped out of bounds. Shot blocked by number 7, Dylan O'Connell. Sage Hens on the attack. 43 seconds remaining in the half.
Sage Hens pushing up the pool. Air Force taking a lot of shots, and Sage Hens are having field blocks and also hitting the crossbar. Tyler Hill throws it up the pool to number 19, Neil Forsyth. Forsyth already a goal from this position. Forsyth looking across the ball to try to get into set. Good save by Caleb Guarino on the off-speed shot by number 4, Timmy Hardman from the right-hander's position at 1. Ball gets pulled up around top. Number 17 guarded by 15, Josh Stedman in Air Force. Ball put into set. Too many hats in there. Air Force gets the ball back. 4 seconds left in the quarter. Shot by number 17, Dom Vicino from right-hander side. Blocked by Tyler Hill. All tied up.
Sage Hens looking awful tired at the end of that second quarter. We had a long series with no goals, about 4.5 minutes, back and forth Back and forth, up and down the pool, no offense being generated by either team being able to convert their opportunities that they are earning. Both teams looking a little slow at the end of that quarter. Hopefully they can regroup, catch their breath here at halftime, and come out with the fiery intensity of the second half. Getting ready to start the second quarter here. Second half here, my bad, my mistake. Third quarter getting underway here. Starting lineup back in for the Falcons as we go into the third period. And it appears that we have a change of goalies for the Sage Hens. Taking over for number 1, Tyler Hill, is number 1A, Austin Strong, the junior out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Sprinting for the Sage Hens, number 18, Philip Clayman. Sprinting for the Falcons, number 15, Josh Stedman. Score is 4-4 as we go into the third quarter here in the WWPA conference matchup between the Pomona-Pitzer Sage Hens and the Air Force Falcons.
And the sprint is underway. Ball's dropped at mid-tank, and it's Air Force that comes up with the ball. Josh Stedman, another sprint and win for Air Force, puts them on the attack. Ball up top with Ben Rogers, crosses it over to Johnson. Johnson draws a foul. It's back up to point. Hard foul, and Johnson trying to bend up at point. Enters the ball to number 17, Dom Pacino with a shot, and controlled by number 1A, Strong. Air Force back on defense. Pomona on the attack. Strong forwards up the ball. Number 5, Gout. Gout goes to point. Number 3, Stephen Vint. Vint looking to hold the ball while the Sage Hens set up on offense. Andrew Hamilton guarding set. Shot from the left-hander's wing. Caleb Guarino controls it. Looks around for an outlet pass, but Air Force up by 1. Dom Vecino forwarding up the ball. Right-hander on the side of the pool. Goes up to Johnson. Better position for a shot. Johnson makes a shot. Saved by Strong in the goal. Air Force another 30 seconds on offense. Vecino holds the ball, looking to forward it up to point to get Air Force ready for an offensive series. Ordinary foul at top with Ben Rogers. Gets himself live with Josh Stedman. Walks it in at point. Shot by Rogers. 3 hats around him. Sneaks it past Strong. Puts Air Force up 5-4. 6:56 left in the third quarter.
Rogers did a great job walking it in into a high traffic area. 2 defenders on him. Found the hole. Able to stroke it to the corner. Puts the Falcons back up by 1 with 6:56 remaining in the third period. Sage Hens starting with the ball on their after goal play, looking to answer. Number 13 with the ball, Clayton Hardman. Throws to Higgins. Higgins draws the ordinary. Gout working in 2 meters, being guarded by Rogers. Ball thrown back to Hardman. Hardman over to O'Connell. O'Connell draws the ordinary. O'Connell throws down to Higgins. Ball slides past him. Number 17, Dom Vecino on Air Force, comes up with the steal. Air Force on the attack. Guarino controls the ball for the Falcons, looking to outlet the pass on this counterattack. Throws the ball up the left side of the pool to Johnson. Johnson looking inside for Rogers. Rogers working down to Hamilton. Hamilton again looking for Rogers. Back to Johnson. Johnson looking, crosses to Duncan. Duncan steps up, takes the shot, knocked out of bounds by number 13, Clayton Hardman. Pomona on the attack. Strong controls the ball for the Sage Hens. Strong throws the outlet pass to Vint. Vint moves the ball up the pool. Throws to O'Connell. O'Connell looking. Crosses the ball to Clayman. Clayman up to Vint. Vint walking in. Tries to enter the ball. Knocked away by Josh Stedman. Lands in the lap of Ben Rogers. Air Force with the steal. Guarino controls the ball. Hamilton up on offense for the Falcons. Too much traffic in the area. Unable to get the pass to Hamilton on the fast break. Johnson with the ball up the left side of the pool for the Falcons. Looking it in, throws the ball to lefty Brad Duncan, draws the ordinary foul. That foul was outside 5 meters. Duncan looking to take the shot, passes to Vecino instead. Vecino stepping in, takes the shot, bounces off the inside of the crossbar. Scramble for the ball. Hamilton recovers the ball for the Falcons. Great hustle. 5:21 remaining in the third period. Ball to Stedman. Rogers driving in. Stedman over to Vecino. Offensive foul called as Johnson drives across. Sage Hens on the attack.
Sage Hens on the counterattack. Ball gets pushed up the pool, left-hander's side. Air Force has numbers, but he makes the shot over to Caleb Guarino with a big save for Air Force. He's really taking the Air Force out of the fire here in this game.
Another great block by Guarino. He's had a stellar game. He had a great game yesterday as well, doing a very good job is a young goalie for the Falcons. Rogers draws the ordinary. Falcons on offense. Throws to Vecino inside. Vecino loses the handle. Too many Sage Hens in the middle. High traffic. Pomona gets the ball. Hey, Sage Hens on the attack.
It was a good look that Ben Rogers gave Dom Vecino, but Vecino couldn't handle the ball. Gives it up for a Sage Hen counterattack. Sage Hens forward the ball up the right-hand side of the pool. Number 8 looking to set it in, but it's stolen away by Vecino. Gets foul. Guarino controls the ball as Air Force goes on the attack. Brad Duncan, left-hander, forwarding it up his side of the pool. Bringing it up for an Air Force offensive series. Lob by Brad Duncan. Great placement. Sneaks it past goalie 1A Strong. Puts Air Force up 6-4. That's another great shot by Brad Duncan. A patient off-speed shot. It really shows his experience and also his comfortableness in that position.
Again, great shot by Duncan. He had one of those last night, that off-speed lob shot. Catches the goalie look and they think he's going to shoot hard and it comes off nice and easy. Just very finesse shot in the corner. Puts the Falcons back up by 2 with 4:10 remaining in the third quarter. Sage Hens will look to answer here to prevent the Falcons from extending their lead to 3 goals. Larson with the ball for the Sage Hens on the after goal play. Larson holding the ball, giving the offense a chance to set up. Working in 2 meters is number 11, Nick Lanker. Ordinary called. Forsyth with the ball. Throws to Larson. Larson stepping in. Throws to Tommy Turner. Turner with the skip shot. Goes in high corner near side. Squeaks past Guarino. Shortens the Falcons' lead to 1 goal. Score is Air Force 6, Sage Hens 5. Turner with a great skip shot there. Great look. You know, it's a great shot. There's nothing that Guarino's going to be able to do about that one. It's just a fantastic shot. Air Force looking to answer back, looking to extend that lead again. Guarino with the ball as the Air Force Falcons set up. Ball thrown to Stiefel. Stiefel draws the ordinary. Jakovic working in 2 meters, being guarded by Larson. Back to Stiefel. Jakovic still working. Jakovic getting open. Ordinary foul prevents the entry pass. Ball over to Carr. Carr down to Santala. Santala looking. Womack driving across. Santala throws the ball. Slightly overthrown. Slightly long. Womack unable to make the catch. Turner with the steal for the Sage Hens. Pitzer on the attack.
Strong forwards up the ball to number 9, Dave Madalis. Number 9, Tommy Turner. Ball goes to point for the Sage Hens. Sage Hens forwarded down to the right-hander's wing. Ordinary foul. Mixing it up as a set is number 11, Nick Lanker. Ball goes back up to point, looking to enter it. Gets over to the left-hander's flat. Foul drawn outside 5 meters. Hands up by Air Force, waiting for the shot. Ball controlled again by the Sage Hens. Another 30 seconds of an offensive series. Ball's faked in by number 9. Shot outside, controlled by Caleb Guarino. Guarino, great save, looking for Air Force outlet pass. Put Air Force back up by 2. Ball forward of the pool by Landon Carr on the left-handed side of the pool. Lefty Carr forwards it to the middle. Zach Kamai faking in from point. Back to Landon Carr. Goes back up to Robbie Stiefel, overpass. Stiefel has to go back to half to retrieve the ball. Stiefel walking in with the ball. Gets it live with Zach Kamai. Shot by Stiefel, blown through by his defender.
Big counter by number 8, Ryan Higgins. Was able to swim through Stiefel as he took that shot and get a big lead. Kamai did a great job on defense covering up for that. Ball up the right side of the pool. Forsyth with the ball faking. Slides the ball in near side. Shot and score. Number 19, Neil Forsyth, the sophomore out of Thousand Oaks, California. 2:01 remaining in the third period. Ball game is all tied up at 6 each. Starters in for Air Force. Line change for Pomona as well. Great job by the Sage Hens countering off. We saw that big move by Higgins. Drew the leading defender, the guy who was first down the pool, drew him out of the way and left open for the shot on the weak side, able to get the goal in. Forsyth was able to find that corner, slide the ball in. Air Force is going to look to answer here, look to go back up by 1. Guarino with the ball. Quinlan swimming across, Ball to Duncan. Duncan crosses to Stedman. Ball thrown a little high. Stedman unable to make the clean catch. Stedman with the ball. Stedman takes the shot. Blocked by Strong. Knocked out of bounds. New 30-second possession for the Falcons with 1:41 remaining in the third period. Duncan will start with the ball. Crosses to Stedman. Stedman wheels and deals. Turns his man Higgins. Makes a great pass to Johnson. Johnson misses just wide of the cage. Sagehens on the attack. Johnson getting tangled up with his man, number 8, Ryan Higgins. Sagehens on the attack. A little bit risky for Johnson getting that tangled up on the counterattack like that. The last thing the Falcons need is a backcourt ejection, which will give the Sagehens potentially an opportunity to take the lead at this point in the game.
Absolutely. Air Force on defense. Josh Stedman looking to foul number 8. He forward is off to point. Number 18 faking in for the Sagehens. Off-speed shot. Hits the crossbar. Bounces down in the Air Force ball. Air Force gets possession on offense. Outlet pass to Brad Duncan. Forwards it up the pool. Left-hander on the right-hander side of the pool. Tries to draw the foul. No call. Air Force looking to set up. Forwards the ball down to the right-hander side of the pool. Offensive foul. Strong holding ball. Looking to set up for Sagehens on offense. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball is pushed up into the offensive side of the pool. Forwards in. Ball's entered in the set. Josh Stedman has to take a kick out. Number 8, Higgins draws it.
Great entry pass by O'Connell into number 13. Clayton Hardman draws the exclusion for the Sagehens. Sagehens call a timeout with 14 seconds remaining in the half. They are looking to capitalize on this man-up opportunity, looking to take the lead at the end of the third quarter. Air Force definitely needs a big stop here to prevent the Sagehens from taking the lead going into the fourth quarter here. Pomona taking a minute to regroup, catch their breath, draw up a play, and hopefully get a goal right here.
After the timeout called by Pomona, the Sagehens will set up in the man-up advantage. Air Force's Caleb Guarino in the goal, looking to make a big stop as we almost end the third quarter.
Sagehens power play with 14 seconds remaining in the third period. Goalkeeper Austin Strong will start with the ball. Strong throws the ball to Hardman. Hardman gets the ball back, crosses the ball, looks back. Good ball movement by Pomona. Working quick. Vint with the shot, gets field blocked out of Rogers. Goal. Shot by Strong. End of the third period. Score is Air Force 6-6. All tied up as we go into the fourth quarter of this WWPA conference match between the Air Force Falcons and the Pomona Pitzer Sagehens. Both goalkeepers playing very good defense this afternoon. Guarino for the Falcons, and both Tyler Hill and Austin Strong for the Sagehens. Both teams' goalkeepers not given much. Very low-scoring game here. Very exciting game for everyone in attendance this afternoon.
Absolutely. It's a defensively dominated game. Both teams working hard, creating opportunities, but just not giving in enough in offense to get past each other's defense.
Both teams generating good shots, but both teams playing great defense. Lots of shot blocks, lots of tips out of bounds. Playing very good defense, keeping this a low-scoring game. Exciting going into the fourth quarter here, all tied up at 6.
Go steady!
Starting line back in for the Falcons as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of this game. Into sprint for the Falcons, number 15, Josh Stedman. Sprinting for the Sagehens, number 18, Philip Clayman. And the sprint is underway. The fourth quarter starting here. Sprint controlled by Clayman. Clayman and Stedman got tangled up. Clayman came out with the ball. Sagehens on the attack. Hardman with the ball. Throws to Baker. Baker draws the ordinary foul. Working in 2 meters, number 11, Nick Lenker. Being guarded by number 16, Zach Kamai. Ball back to Hardman. Hardman with the ball. Hardman over to Vint. Vint was stepping in. Takes a great shot. Bounces redirect off the post. Goal number 3, Stephen Vint for the Sagehens. Puts the Sagehens up for the first time in this ball game. Score is Pomona 7, Air Force 6 with 7:37 remaining in the fourth period. Air Force looking for a big rally here. They need to answer right now. They can't let Pomona extend to a 2-goal lead this late in the game.
Air Force looking to answer back in the after goal. Ball forward up to Josh Stedman. Stedman at point. Stedman gets to Womack. Womack tries for the ball in. Stedman enters the ball into Andrew Hamilton. Too many hats around. Sagehens come up with the ball. Ball controlled by number 1A Strong. Looking forward up the pool. Ball passed up. Sagehens on the attack. Sagehens get it to point as number 11 gets into set. Ball controlled on the left-hander side of the pool, gets back up to point as there's a new post up on the other side of the pool. Controlled by Air Force. Zach Kamai comes up with the ball.
Great defense there, great team defense. Womack and Kamai working together to get that steal. Falcons on the attack. Kamai controlling the ball, moving it up the left side of the pool. Kamai throws to Hamilton. Hamilton on the perimeter. Womack working in 2 meters. Hamilton to Kamai. Kamai into Womack. Womack makes a step. Draws the exclusion. Great step. Exclusion on number 18, Philip Clayman. Air Force timeout with a 22nd man advantage. 6:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. Air Force down by 1 at this point in the game. 6-7. Air Force needs to capitalize on this man-up opportunity.
Great opportunity created by Air Force. It was a man-up advantage caused by a pass into set where the Sagehen defender was too overbearing and Air Force was able to let go of the ball. Kevin Womack, the sophomore, recognizing that his defender was too heavy on him, he just needs to let go of the ball, draw that offensive foul.
It was a quick entry pass by Kamai. There was pressure coming, defensive dropping into Womack's lap. He found the gap, was able to throw the ball in, slide it in there. Womack makes the quick move, draws the exclusion for the Falcons. Great team offense. That's the kind of play that Air Force is going to need to have in November if they want to be repeat WWPA champions this year. Pomona looking to make a big defensive stop here. Air Force looking rather calm. This timeout looks like they just called an opportunity to give their guys a chance to catch their breath, regroup going into this timeout. They look like they know what they're going to do. They know what they're going to run. Pomona looking to draw something up, especially for this Air Force offense. In the box for the Sagehens is number 5, Jared Gout. He will be coming in. The exclusion was on number 18, Philip Clayman. Clayman is now out of the pool at this point. Air Force looking to set up. Ball will start with the goalie, number 1, Caleb Guarino for the Falcons. And play is underway. 19 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Falcons. Womack to Stedman with the ball. Stedman down to Santala. Santala to Stedman. Stedman to Womack. Womack to Duncan. Duncan looking in. Back to Womack. Over to Stedman. Stedman stepping in. Looks for the scoop to Hamilton. Hamilton with the shot. Blocked by number 7, Dylan O'Connor. Recovered by Andy Santala. Both teams at full strength. Duncan with the shot. Rebound collected by Womack. Air Force retains possession. Duncan with the ball. Duncan to Womack. Womack looking inside. Stedman driving. Back to Duncan. Duncan over to Stedman. Stedman with the shot off the post. This time the rebound collected by number 13, Clayton Hardman for the Sage Hens. Pomona on the offensive attack. You know, Falcons generating a lot of shots here this entire game and just hitting bars after bar. Very difficult to win games when they're having trouble capitalizing on their good offensive opportunities they're generating.
Bars and also arms. Sage Hens are doing a great job of getting all their arms up as they can, minimizing the amount of cage that their defender Strong has to take care of. Shot over cage on the outside. Air Force on the counterattack. Guarino in control of the ball as he forwards it up the right-hander side of the pool to Josh Stedman. Stedman pushing the ball up on offense. Stedman looking for his teammates. Gets the ball up to Andrew Hamilton at the flat. Ball goes to point. Andy Santala taking in. Gets it back over to Andrew Hamilton. Kick out. Air Force on the man-up advantage. Ball gets tossed around to the right-hander side. It's Kevin Womack down at the 1. Forwards the ball off to the left-hander. Goes around Andrew Hamilton off the crossbar again. Air Force just can't seem to get the ball inside of the cage.
Ball knocked out of bounds by the Sage Hens. New 30-second possession for the Falcons. Womack will start with the ball on the 2-meter on the right-hander's wing. Passes to Stedman. Very little time remaining on that initial exclusion. The Falcons will have to capitalize quickly. Man comes in. Womack takes the shot. Bounces off the inside of the bar once again. Sage Hens with the ball. Bars, and more bars. It sounds like an AT&T commercial here for the Falcons. Unfortunately, cannot find the back of the net in this second half. Ball thrown up to Higgins. Higgins takes the shots wide of the cage. Our Air Force on the attack. Guarino throws the ball up to Kamai. Kamai pushing the ball up to the pool. Kamai misses the ball, able to recover it. He almost swam right by that one. Again, timeout called. Jared Gout with an over-aggressive foul on Kamai. Gout excluded. 30-second timeout called by the Falcons, giving them an opportunity to set up once again for their man advantage. That's the kind of sloppy defense you just can't have this late in the game. This, especially for Pomona. Pomona's up by 1 with 4:02 left in the fourth quarter. An interesting kick out, worthless kick out like that on the perimeter could potentially put this Pomona team in a difficult situation coming up for the rest of the game.
Air Force looking to capitalize on this big opportunity. Air Force man up advantage. Sage Hens down by 1. Score is 6-7. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Stedman forwards the ball around, gets it to Womack. Womack down to left-hander Brad Duncan, brings it down. Ball goes up to Stedman at the point. Shot by Stedman, goes in, bits the back of the cage finally. It's a great shot by Josh Stedman, setting himself up around 5 meters, lasering the ball into the back of the cage, putting Air Force tied up 7-7.
3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Great team pass. Great pass from Duncan. Stedman moving in, able to find the back of the net. Gives Air Force that spark, ties the game up at 7.
Defense!
Pomona will look to answer here, look to extend that lead once again. Great game by both teams playing very well. Pomona with the ball. There's some confusion at the start of the game, at the start of the possession. Possession will be restarted. Ball put back into play. Turner controls the ball for the Sage Hens, swimming it down on offense. Setting for the Sage Hens, number 11, Nick Lanker. He's being guarded by the freshman, number 2, Riley Quinlan. Ball on the perimeter. Higgins draws the ordinary foul. Crosses the ball over to Forsythe. Forsythe takes the shot. Knocked out of bounds by Guarino. Great save by the sophomore goalie. Guarino having a great game. Another great block for him. He's definitely keeping the Falcons in this ball game right now. Pomona retains possession. Ball up to Vint. Vince over to Baker. Baker looking in, looking to draw the ordinary. Vint draws the ordinary, picks up for the shot, and flies the corner of the cage. Great shot by Baker. Not a lot that Guarino could do. Baker was in very close to the spot of that foul, but still outside 5 meters, still able to take that direct shot off the foul. Puts the Sagehens up by 1. Scores Pomona 8, Air Force 7 with 3:21 remaining in the game. Air Force will look to answer right here on their after goal play. Guarino controlling the ball for the Falcons on their after goal play. In 2 meters for the Falcons, number 3, Petar Jakovic, being guarded by number 13, Clayton Hardman for the Sagehens. Johnson driving for the Falcons. Ball controlled by Vicino, back over to Stiefel. Stiefel to Johnson. Johnson looking for Jakovic, unable to make the pass, draws the ordinary foul. Looking, crosses to Vicino. Vicino with the ball, takes the shot, skips over the cage. Good look, just skipped a little high. Pomona with the ball, Sagehens on the attack. 2:56 remaining in the game.
Sagehens on the counterattack, looking set up on offense, maybe extend their lead. Ball forwarded up the pool, working in 2 meters. There's a 2-man drop on the left-hander side of the pool by Air Force.
Both teams at full strength at the end of the timeout. Score is Pomona 8, Air Force 7, 2:33 remaining in the game. Air Force setting up with no 2-meter man initially. Most likely going to be some sort of driving pick, looking to isolate a man in 2 meters. Both Womack and Jakovic drive in while Guarino holds the ball. Stedman with the ball, looking to find the open man. Womack gets the ball. Number 3, Stephen Vint jumps on Womack's head. Womack draws the exclusion. Air Force with a 20-second man advantage, 2:24 remaining in the quarter. Womack to Johnson. Johnson looking. Johnson to Stedman. Stedman down to Carr. Carr back to Stedman. Stedman to Womack. Womack to Stedman. Ball thrown a little long, breaks up the rhythm of the Air Force offense. Carr with the ball. Walking it in. Over to Johnson. Johnson with the ball. Takes the shot over the head of goalie number 1A, Austin Strong. Chance Johnson with the goal. Ties it up at 8 with 2:06 remaining in the game.
Great eyes by Carr to recognize that junior Chance Johnson was waiting on the other side of the pool, right-hander, waiting to take a power shot in the power alley.
Great pass, great shot, great team offensive execution. Air Force finally capitalizing on one of their man-up opportunities. That was a very clutch goal for the Falcons. Sagehens will look to answer in the last 2 minutes. They're going to especially look to answer on this offensive possession so they can get that momentum going.
Air Force with center defender Brandon Rogers down in the mix. Josh Stedman pressing the ball up at point. Ball gets forward down to the right-handed flat. Ball is entered, hands up, but still a man exclusion.
Rogers just a little late getting that second hand up. Nice ejection drawn by number 5, Jared Gout for the Sagehens. Forsythe walking in, takes the shot, blocked by Stedman. The rebound lands in the lap of number 6, Robbie Stiefel. Stiefel controls the balls for the Falcons on offense. Stiefel pushing the ball up the pool. Stiefel needs to get the ball live before he can take the shot. Stiefel crosses to Jakovic. Jakovic sets the ball to Womack. Ball goes long. Ball is stolen by number 9, Pomona, number 9, Tommy Turner with the steal. Pass intended for Womack. Pass thrown long. Pomona on the attack once again. Both teams need to slow down and play effective offense in order to keep this game from going into overtime. There's 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the game. Game is tied at 8. Ordinary called on the perimeter. Forsythe with the ball. Forsythe throws the ball to number 8, Brian Higgins. Higgins with the offensive push. Offensive foul called. Air Force with the ball. 1 minute remaining in the game. Guarino with the ball. Guarino throws the ball all the way down the pool to Johnson. Makes a great outlet pass. Falcons looking to set up, looking to capitalize right now. Overpass thrown by Johnson into Stedman. Stedman takes the shot. Great block by Strong. Pomona retains possession. Pomona takes a timeout with 42 seconds remaining, looking to set up a play going into the last 42 seconds of the game. Hopefully it'll give them a chance to go up by 1 right at the end of the ball game. Nail biter here is in the Air Force Natatorium of the United States Air Force Academy during this WWPA conference matchup. Great game between both teams here. Both teams playing well. Good defense. Both teams struggling a little bit to generate offense. Lots of bars, lots of hands, lots of shot blocks, but both teams playing great offense and defense, generating opportunities, but just not being able to convert those opportunities into goals. Pomona drawing up a play here with 42 seconds left going into the fourth quarter, the final seconds of the fourth quarter here, hoping to go up by 1. Air Force making some substitutions, looking to get a big defensive stop here. Guarino's been playing great in the goal for the Falcons all game. Hopefully he can come up with another big stop. Falcons then can either get one last offensive possession, but hopefully take this game into overtime at the very least. In the pool for the Falcons, we have number 6, Robbie Stiefel, number 10, Kevin Womack, number 16, Zach Kamai, 2-meter guard, number 23, Ben Rogers, the All-American Josh Stedman, and number 14, Andrew Hamilton. Rogers guarding Gout in 2 meters. Pomona running some offensive picks, trying to get the defense confused. Stiefel guarding. Guarino will probably be forced to come out of the cage to help in 2 meters. Ball crossed. Shot is taken by number 13, Clayton Hardman. Shot wide of the cage. Air Force on the attack. 33 seconds remaining in the game. Guarino with the ball for the Falcons, looking for an outlet pass. Falcons looking to control as much of this possession as they can, and Air Force takes their last timeout. 26 seconds remaining in the play. Air Force takes their last full timeout. Pomona, Air Force tied up at 8. Nail biter coming down to the last seconds of the game. Air Force hoping to get one last chance at offense, hoping to score the go-ahead goal here in the final minutes to avoid this game going into overtime. This game much closer than I think anyone expected it to be. Pomona came out, struggled a little bit this morning against Mercyhurst, but came out very strong against Air Force. Both teams playing well, both goalies playing exceptionally well this afternoon, giving up very little in terms of shots that are going in. Very, very interesting ball game, very close game. Team defense, effective team defense being played by both teams. That's the reason this game is so close going into the final seconds of this game. Pomona setting up on defense. Air Force in the pool, looking to set up their offense. A lot of offensive weapons in the pool for Air Force right now. The All-American, number 15, Josh Stedman. Left-hander, Brad Duncan. The sophomore, Kevin Womack. Big 2-meter man, Andrew Hamilton. Ben Rogers and Andy Sansela, all great offensive threats. Offensive foul on the perimeter. Duncan with the ball, throws to Rogers. Rogers into Stedman. Stedman, ordinary foul drawn. Interference by Clayton Hardman, number 13. Air Force draws the exclusion with 13 seconds remaining in the game. Womack takes the shot. Womack scores the go-ahead goal. Puts the Falcons up 9-8 with 9 seconds remaining in the game. Great shot by the sophomore. He's having a great game. He was Air Force's leading scorer in last night's matchup against Cal Baptist. He scores the go-ahead goal with 9 seconds remaining. Sagehens take their final timeout with 9 seconds left. Looking to drop a little sandlot play, hopefully get one last goal, send this game into overtime. Great offensive possession, great recognition by Womack that there was that open lane, takes the shot and scores, putting the Falcons up by 1.
Go, boy!
This is going to come down to the wire. Pomona in the pool again, looking to set up for their last offensive possession of the series. Score is Air Force 9, Pomona 8, with 9 seconds to go in the game. Ball will start at the goalie, number 1A, Austin Strong. Both teams at full strength. Pomona looking to generate a quick offensive opportunity here, hoping to send this game into overtime. 3, 2, 1. Shot clock expires. Falcons win 9-8. A great game, close fought game by both teams. Falcons go ahead. Final score: Air Force 9, Pomona 8 in this WWPA conference matchup between the Pomona Pitzer Sage Hens and the Air Force Academy Falcons. Air Force will play again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Sunday Mountain Time against the Mercyhurst Lakers.